as its citizens flock to Ulaanbaatar and other big cities for work and study opportunities. The capital in particular is changing at a dizzying pace, and many Mongolians have bought wholeheartedly into the global village concept. Whether they are rural or urban, Mongolians take pride in their country's democratic institutions. Mongolia is eager to be part of the global community, sending its troops on peacekeeping missions around the globe and promoting itself as a country to host Northeast Asian peace talks. Visiting now puts you in the middle of these dramatic transformations. Many types of events and forums are held in every corner of the city every day. If you have some time, you may want to consider the following activities. It could be some shopping, sports activities, and delicious food, among others. The major border crossing points are road and train crossings to China at Zamingud, the road crossings to Russia at Altanbolog, and the train crossing to Russia at Sukhbatar. Ulaanbaatar's Chinggis Khan Airport is Mongolia's international airport. The new international airport is under construction 52 kilometers southwest of Ulaanbaatar. It is expected to be completed and operational in November 2019. The best ways to reach Mongolia are by train and by air. Flights run all year round through the national carrier Miat or Mongolian Airlines to Europe, Berlin via Moscow, as well as to Beijing, Seoul, Busan, Tokyo, and Irkutsk, Russia, Frankfurt, Germany, Bangkok, and Hong Kong. Foreign airlines such as Aeroflot, Air China, Korean Air, Turkish Airlines, Angara Airlines, Air Busan also operate flights connecting Ulaanbaatar with Moscow, Beijing, and Seoul. Foreign nationals who wish to visit Mongolia must obtain visas of appropriate types of corresponding to the purpose of their visit. Nationals of those countries which have concluded visa exemption agreements with Mongolia are not required to obtain a visa if the intended period of the visit does not extend beyond the period allowed under such arrangements.
If you want best cashmere in the world, you need to come to Mongolia. Now I am at the Ivsik factory store. Ivsik is one of the leading manufacturers of luxury cashmere knitted and woven.
If you want the best cashmere in the world, you have come to the right place. Cashmere goats live in extremely cold and harsh climates. To survive, they grow long, fine fibers to protect themselves. Even though it takes more time and effort to hand-comb, our herders have over 2,000 years of nomadic herding tradition to uphold, and this old-school approach is still the best thing for their goats and for the fibers for our sweaters.
Hello, welcome to our store, and thank you for choosing us.
Yes, of course, and I really like your store. It's really big and very colorful.
Thank you. Our company is established in 1981, and we're one of the biggest manufacturers in Mongolia. And our company and factory established in 1981, and we're making products in domestic and internationally. We're exporting to Western and Asian countries. And do you want to try out the clothes?
Yes, of course, sure.
Cashmere fibers are some of the only fibers in the world that are hollow. This means that the fiber is actually very good for blending with other materials. It instantly makes the material lighter and softer than it would be otherwise. It's a super fiber. On the freezing plains of Mongolia, animals have had to evolve over time to protect themselves. For the goats who live there, they have managed to survive by developing thick coats of wool, stronger and warmer than anything found on other goats around the world. This wool brings with it not just the livelihoods of the animals who grow it, but also the people who herd them.
So now we are inside of the factory, and could you give us more detailed information about the factory, please?
Our factory has 6 stages, and all the materials and cashmeres from the herders. And first stage is the dehairing section. Dehairing section capacity to 400 tons, like cleaning, washing, spinning, and next section will be yarn production, and third one will be knitting section. We have 2 types of knitting, and all like machines, technologies come from the German, Italy, and Japan.
Oh, great.
And in factory has like over 800 employees here, and their employers are the stockholders of our company. Our company is Mongolian invested company, so
100% Mongolian.
100% Mongolian.
For example, we are at the knitting section, or is it the knitting section?
No, it's the sewing section.
Sewing
because
section.
Before the sewing section, we need like separately, like body sleeves are separately, and we put it together here. And these machines come from Italy.
So all the shirts and all the scarves are sewing here.
Yeah. Sewing here. And
one by one.
One by one. Also check qualities one by one.
Oh wow, that's great.
It is the foundation of Mongolia's deep connection with Kashmir. Kashmir is big business for Mongolia. They produce 1/3 of global supply, and it is the country's largest export after minerals. The harsh weather conditions here have created many unique cultural phenomena. Kashmir is one of them. It's a part of Mongolia, and learning a bit more about it shows you another layer of this fascinating country. IFSC Kashmir is one of the pioneers in premium cashmere manufacturing since 1981. Its experience has taught them to be ethical and sustainable over the years. Cashmere from vertically integrated production to your hands. IFSC Mongolian Premium Cashmere. Adele, Mongolian traditional costume has been on the attention of foreigners even from the ancient times, well known for its exotic and colorful design. In cities, it's not that common to wear Adele for day-to-day use, but in rural areas, it is still much more common to wear Adele every day. Mongolian clothing has traditionally been made to be strong, warm, durable, and comfortable, and flexible when riding on a horse or sitting on the floor of a yurt. Both men and women wear Adeles.
Hello.
Hello, nice
Welcome.
to meet you.
Welcome to Renching Yisu House.
Thank you very much.
So very happy to have you.
The Renching Yisu is the handmade traditional collection brand. Would you like to give us more detailed information about the Renching Yisu House, please?
Most certainly, we're happy to have you. Renching Yisu House is a Mongolian traditional fashion creators with a touch of Western design. Renching Yisu is the very name of our designer. Renching is his father's name, and Yisu is her own given name. We began this journey over 2 years ago, almost.
Only 2 years?
Yes, it's pretty young,
Yeah.
I would say, but the idea of this incredible house, of course, began from a very young age of our designer, Renching Yisu. And I'm her best friend, so we've been, having this conversation for years and years, and I've been waiting for her breakthrough for my entire life, and eventually she made it, and we were very happy.
So, as you mentioned before, all the clothes are made only by silk?
Not only by silk, also cotton and lace from Italy. And our materials are carefully selected from Japan and Italy, and this is one of the most interesting aspects of our fashion creation. Especially our international customers are very drawn into the idea of Mongolian traditional style made by Japanese, the best quality of silk material. And as you can see, we have different types of designs. Every 3 months we have one collection.
Oh wow.
And each design has only 2 or 3 copies, I would say. Sometimes just one. So it's not for casual everyday wear, but it's also it's mainly for the special events of people's lives, weddings, anniversaries, and perhaps birthday parties. I don't know.
Of course, why not?
Yeah, because our designer had always cherishes beautiful moments of life, and her idea is to share those moments with people through her creation. That's how she, thinks and creates every design with the incredible master tailors of our house.
Yeah, great.
And I would like to show you, as you can see here, you can. This is definitely for a special event. Yes.
And it's really interesting that in the 21st century we are trying to combine traditional costumes and also the Western fashion design. And I really enjoy to wear, for example, our traditional details elements, like a Mongolian traditional dell, and also like a trousers or something like that. It's really modern.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
This is a perfect summer wear.
Yes, of course.
It's loose, it's free, but also fashionable. So I salute you.
And as you mentioned before, during the Nadam, Mongolia's biggest summer festival, it's really important to wear our traditional costumes.
Absolutely, it's a cultural thing. It's a delegation. It's a representation of our independence. And during July, it's crazy hot.
Crazy hot.
Yes. So, for example, this is for men, right? This is especially made for our friend. He wanted to have traditional wear for the Nadam. So men usually wears this, but it's not thick. It's very thin, and it's airy. Right, so it's not that difficult for the July time. I think this combination of traditional elements together with westernized sort of fashion thing, I think it's a great combination for our international costumes.
So it's really interesting that if the foreigner wants to buy something from your clothes, how they can do this?
They can definitely contact us through online. We have our website, we have our Instagram page. For example, we participated in this annual fashion show in Thailand. In Thailand, it's called President Silk. Fashion collections made by silk, especially from Thailand. And last year in 2018, we were involved in this incredible fashion show. And Jimmy Choo, legendary fashion designer, Jimmy Choo approached to our designer Lin Cheng Yisui and commented on the whole collection, the whole set of collection, and he said, quote, "Very romantic and truly spiritual."
Oh wow, really?
Yes,
He said?
yes. It was very, and that was one of the signature success of in our minds, right? Because it's international. He's incredible.
The dell's combination of colors, decorative ornaments, and garments is different according to ethnic groups. Different clans, tribes, and ethnic groups often have distinguishing markers or fashion styles on their dells that all Mongolians recognize. As a part of fashion, designers note that dell has its original patterns of sewing, and there are different ways to sew traditionally. Modern designers try to transform their main elements of dell to create a brand new fashion. One of these examples is Lin Cheng Yisui. Nowadays, traditional clothes are fashionable. It can be worn not only during special occasions, but in our everyday lifestyle. Besides shopping, if you want to be a bit more active, we would like to offer you a visit to the golf course at the Sky Resort. Mr. Bogd Golf and Country Club is Mongolia's first 18-hole championship standard golf course, located 15 kilometers to the east from the capital Ulaanbaatar.
Now we are here at the Mount Bogd Golf and Country Club. I'm with the PGA professional coach, and he will describe for us about the golf club and features of this Mount Bogd Golf Club.
Mount Bogd Golf and Country Club was designed about 10 years ago. We've been open, this is our 7th year. It's an international standard golf club. It's a par 72, which basically means it's a full-size golf club. It's basically 5-star. The condition of the golf course is fantastic. The maintenance is sometimes can be quite challenging because of the weather conditions in Mongolia.
Yes, 4 seasons.
For sure, very, very difficult. But the standard of the golf course is fantastic. Even professional players like myself will enjoy playing golf here.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
What's the perfect time to play a golf here in Mongolia?
Right, well, luckily in Mongolia, because we have a very long day, so this morning it was light at 5 o'clock in the morning and it's still going to be light at 8:30 at night. So the best time of the year would be sort of August to early September. A golf course will always be in its best condition then. It basically depends on how severe the winter is, because as you understand, winters get a little cold in Mongolia.
Yes, of course. But here now we are during July, so is it possible too?
Well, basically we have conditions like today, apart from the odd thunderstorm, for June, July, August and half of September. But one of the reasons that we developed a golf club here was to attract the Asian market, because playing golf in Korea, China and Japan at the moment would be way too hot. So today it's like 23, 24 degrees, low humidity. A lot of Asians love coming to Mongolia this time of the year.
Just to play golf
Yeah,
here?
well, it'd be lovely to think that you could get tourists to come here just for golf, but we've only got one international standard golf course.
Here in Ubi?
In Ubi or in Mongolia. So I always think it would be nice if you had tourists coming here for 1 week, if we were able to get 2 rounds of golf out of them, we'd be very happy. There's obviously many other things you can do in Mongolia, not just golf.
That sounds perfect. And what about the players? Are they the locals or most of them tourists?
Yeah, it's a good question. I would say at the weekend a good 70 or 80% of our clients are locals, but the tourist market is very, very important, because obviously in the week people are working locally, so we get on average maybe 20 or 30 Koreans or Chinese tourists coming along each day.
And also I think that we have to mention that the golf club is not far from the center of the UB. So it's really interesting for the tourists who are coming to Mongolia to do some interesting things,
Yeah, for sure.
but who are not have some experience playing a golf. And,
Of course, yeah.
we
We're
do-
very lucky here really, because as you well know, to have a city golf course 15 minutes away is fantastic. Most cities in the world, you'd be travelling at least 90 minutes to get to the golf course, which is not sort of time prohibitive really. So we're, again, one of the reasons we were lucky enough to develop this site 10 years ago, and the city's sort of grown around us.
Yeah, so also the view is fantastic from here, the view of Ubi city,
Oh yes,
of
I mean,
course.
it's fantastic really.
Yeah, the weather is perfect. And also, like me, that's my first experience. I would like to play a golf.
That's quite
So,
common here.
yeah.
So many young Mongolians have never played before. I mean, I'm very lucky. I'm 47 now. I've been a professional coach for over 25 years. Even when I was a young person, in the West there was opportunities to play. In Mongolia there was no golfing opportunities 6 or 7 years ago. So MCS has put a huge amount of money into the infrastructure of golf, and therefore young people can play. This is what we call a links golf course. It's very similar to playing golf in Scotland, and Scotland is the home of golf. So Mongolia is a very what we call rugged country, a wild country, and the golf course fits into that. And when you develop a golf course, you try and develop it depending on the sort of natural scenery. This is not like Florida. It's a very different type of country, and the golf course needs to reflect that. And they've done a very good job.
And that's the very important feature of
Of course it is, yeah, for sure. It can't look artificial. If you look around here now, it doesn't look like we've moved lots of earth to develop a golf course. It looks like the rest of the countryside.
Yes.
And that's the way a golf course should look like. It should look very natural.
Golf course design was done by one of the leading design firm, Golf Plan USA, and opened in 2012. This links-style golf course has been attracting not only local golfers, but also international players and travelers from all around the world. Clubhouse will allow you to relax and enjoy with your family and friends in beautiful Valley of Hurkhre. Golf Club will offer services upon your request, such as lounge, restaurant, spa, cardio room, and VIP meeting rooms.
Good afternoon, welcome to Ramada Hotel.
Thank you very much.
Our hotel is 4-star hotel, and do you have reservation now?
No, I don't.
Okay. We have 4 types rooms and a standard room, It's a deluxe room. So we have suite rooms. What kind of room do you like?
Okay, and what are the difference between suite room and executive room?
The suite room is biggest one and higher than executive floors and also bigger than executive rooms.
Oh, really? Then the view of the city will be perfect.
Yes, sure.
Okay, then I would like to reserve the suite room, please.
Okay, just a moment now.
Ramada Ulaanbaatar City Center is the latest upscale 4-star international hotel in Ulaanbaatar. The 17-story hotel building is set in a luxury shopping mall complex with a new modern architecture. It features 124 guest rooms and suites including executive floors with its own lounge. Also, it has Hansang all-day dining restaurant. Chef James Lee and his team of professionals prepare specialties based on the traditional recipes from Mongolian, Western, and Asian regions on a daily basis for you. Mimosa Spa and Fitness Club, Ramada Ulaanbaatar 4-star international hotel in Ulaanbaatar.
So now I'm at the hotel room. The view of the city from the window is perfect. I can see whole city like on my hands. And also I really like this hotel because everything is located here. We have a convenience store, spa, fitness, Korean restaurant. Also at the 17th floor we have a edge lounge. So from the lounge we can enjoy the view of the city and everything.
Welcome to Ramada Hansang.
Hello.
Korean food.
Okay, now we are at the 5th floor of the hotel. It is Hasang Korean restaurant. So the chef of the restaurant is going to prepare for me many interesting Korean dishes. So what type of dish do you have for me?
This food is in the Korean Hansang set menu, VIP A. This food is in the Korean traditional and then food. Starter and then side dish, and then rice, steamed rice, congee. This is in the fish course. Fish course is name is in the broiled marrow with an vegetable. This is in the beef tongue and salad. This is in the Korean
Chicken?
Chinese style.
Ah,
And last is a main course.
Okay.
Main course is Korean traditional bulgogi.
ah, bulgogi, I know,
Yes.
yeah. It is a little bit sweet
Yes, it's sweet.
beef.
Yes. How about you try?
Okay, thank you. So where I have to start?
Oh, start is and then
From
congee.
here?
Yes.
Okay, is it the rice soup, I guess?
Yes, rice. With the sesame oil.
Okay, thank you. Oh, I really like this soup.
This is seaweed soup.
So what is the feature of your restaurant?
My feature is that I want to and then very high quality Korean food. This means then each food is and then I always expression to guests.
Oh, really? That's nice.
Yes, most of guests don't know only Korean culture and Korean food. Only most of Mongolians and then their favorite food, 제육볶음, 불고기, 김치찌개, 된장찌개. They don't know about the Korean traditional food. This means Korean names 오첩 반상.
오첩 반상.
오첩 반상 means expected and then kimchi.
Kimchi?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kinds of 반찬.
Ah, okay.
This
I
5
didn't know
kinds of
that.
반찬 means different style ingredients, 그다음에 cooking method, the taste is different.
Ah,
This means the Korean style.
that's nice. And every time you are preparing the food for the guests, I guess.
Yes, I prepare bulgogi and explanation to bulgogi history.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So what about the main products used? There is a Mongolian vegetables.
Yes, most of them Mongolian vegetables and then most of them imported and then from China. And seasoning is and then only Korean.
So here we have some beef,
Yes,
onions, green onion,
leek,
and some mushrooms.
enoki mushroom.
Enoki mushroom.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Korean some special this means and then particular sesame meat. Flavor is and then some special.
what-
Good matching the bulgogi.
Ah, okay. That's the glass noodles.
Yes, glass noodle.
That looks very delicious and
Yes, this
really
bulgogi
interesting.
means and then first time and then broiled and then meat and after boiled galbi soup. So two kinds of cooking methods and then matching the food.
Oh yes.
The taste is very delicious.
Firstly, we are frying and then boiling, I guess.
Yes, one more again the broiled and then washing boiled.
So if you will stay at the Ramada Hotel, you will taste the delicious food directly from the chef's hand. So everything is really delicious. I would like to suggest to visit Hassan restaurant at the 5th floor of the Ramada Hotel. All the rooms are fully equipped in contemporary style and offers competitive rates, excellent international buffet breakfast, free access to the fitness club, complimentary Wi-Fi access for all rooms. Now I am at the 17th floor of Ramada Hotel. It is the Edge Lounge, and as I said before, the view from here is fantastic, the view of the Ulaanbaatar city. So I would like to suggest to visit every places I've been here, and I would like to wish you a great visit here in Mongolia. Welcome to Mongolia. Have a nice visit and enjoy your time here in UB.
This painting, Huresam, was created